Renee, you know, we're going to ask 1,000 points, just what that means to you. And then second question, why are you always having to put on the big orange stuff? I mean, the pumpkin looking thing, then the orange Santa. Why do you get picked to always put that huge orange stuff on for those videos?
Okay, first question. I'm just grateful for the opportunity to be here at this university and just be able to score 1,000 points with all the other great players that came here. Just be mentioned in that category. That's big for me. In the orange suits, I personally do not volunteer for that job. I have no idea why I always have to be on orange. I don't know. It just happens, I guess.
Dan and Steve.
Rennia, do you feel like, for lack of a better term, you need to be a little more greedy in terms of being a scorer and having nights like this? I mean, 16 shots, 23 points. I mean, that's not always a given with you. Do you feel like, I mean, how do you see your role as a scorer for this team?
Yeah, I think I scored a ball, whenever. But I think that each game requires something different out of me. I don't think I really need to take 20 shots a game every single game. I think there are some games where I can get my teammates involved a little bit more, just depending on the competition. But I just try to take what the game gives to me. I don't really focus in on the number of shots I've shot throughout the game.
Steve and Lewis.
To both of y'all, were y'all expecting Colorado State to shoot as many three-point attempts, shoot as many threes as they did, and were you surprised they kept on trying even when they were struggling from that range?
We knew this was a three-point shooting team, but I did not know it was going to be rapid fire like that, honestly. But I knew they were definitely going to put up some threes. So yeah, we're kind of prepared for that.
Rennia, when you scored that 1,001 point, and they announced over the loudspeaker, I was looking at you, and you didn't crack a smile. There was no kind of sense of like excitement or anything from you. Did you even notice that in the moment? What were you thinking?
I mean, I ain't really noticed till the fans started cheering. I was excited though, but I ain't, I was just trying to finish the game out, but I was excited, yeah.
Jazmine, you got the assist on her 1,000th point on that basket. Did you know? Were you aware of that at the time? Was that something you were trying to force?
I really wasn't trying to force the issue. I realized that I was like, dang, I mean, it's pretty cool to give a person that 1,000th point, but I was happy for her. We couldn't really express it at that time because we're in the game, but I feel like all our teammates were supportive of her and we were happy that she had her 1,000th point.
Maria and Dan.
Renee, after Sunday's game, Kelly said, now this team knows what I'm like after a loss. So what is Kelly Harper like after a loss?
She different. I'm gonna just leave it at that.
Jazz, can you add anything to that?
Strictly business. Different attitude, different mindset, different practice. Just different attitude in general. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say on that.
Dan.
Jazz, what did you notice differently about this team offensively tonight? I mean, you were talking after the Sunday game about we took the hardest shots possible. It just looked like tonight things flowed a lot better, especially even for you. I mean, what did you notice going on up there?
We just took what the defense gave us. Basically, the shot wasn't as open as we wanted to be the first time around. We just did the same thing, and the second time around it was more open. We shared the ball. We played more as a team tonight, so that's what was the biggest difference between this game and the Texas game.
Rennia, scored 1,000 points. Not a lot of people get to do that, but how about getting to do it at home? Y'all about to go on the road, and this is something that you could have knocked out on the West Coast. What's it like being able to do it at home? And then the second question to that is, will you sit back and reflect on all the points that you've scored, all those 1,000?
Well, my memory is not that good, but yeah, it means a lot. These fans, they come out and they support us every single night, and so for them to really give me that extra energy here at home, I really appreciate that.
For both of you, you know, you're going to go up against teams this year because of your size that are going to kind of hunt 3-pointers, kind of like Colorado State did. So how important is it on that end of the court that you all communicate or able to kind of defend it, not just for the wings, but also for the bigs that you have on your team?
Just staying locked in. I think tonight we knew that they were going to come in and shoot some threes, but the quality of their threes are what we were trying to alter, not give them so many open shots, but make it tough for them. So teams want to shoot threes, all we can do is contest and make them put the ball on the floor, and then once they put the ball on the floor, just be able to guard them.
For both of y'all, I'll start with Rennia, but moving on and going to the West Coast, how much are you looking forward to taking on some top-ranked talent, especially with number 1 Stanford?
I'm excited. Very excited. It's gonna be a challenge though, but I think, you know, we come together and we can be able to really do something out there.
Rennia, you didn't celebrate your 1,000 points, but you got very excited when Rennie hit those 3-pointers. She struggled a bit from the arc. Just what were you were running down the bench when she hit them. What was the reason for that reaction?
Jessie is somebody, I want her to shoot the ball. She's a shooter, and we want her to put up shots. And if you don't take the shots, you can't make the shots. So we just kind of try to keep telling her that. And for a basket to go in for her, I know that's big for her confidence. That's big for this team, for our confidence down the road. So I was just excited.
For either one of you, this is something we noticed watching the game, but Jordan was 3 assists away from a triple-double. Is that something you guys have any kind of inclination of going on during the game? Does it kind of put any pressure on you guys if she passes you the ball to hit a shot?
Not really. We don't really pay attention to stats during the game. We just try to perform to the best of our ability, but not really pressure. Nobody really knew their stats. Nobody really knew anybody's stats really, so it wasn't really pressure. Just make the shot and make the open shot.
Jordan, 14 rebounds as a guard. Is that something you've really been focusing on getting down, especially kind of with your height at the guard position?
Well, I figured my offensive game was kind of off the last few games, and I just wanted to provide something else. And crashing hard is something that I do well, so I just want to focus on that.
Jordan, you look comfortable out there. What was the difference for you tonight, and as compared to the other games when you were struggling a little bit?
Well, honestly, I have to say, conversation that me and Ree had kind of inspired me to want to be better. So, she just like said, just motivated me. Even when I do things like wrong, just like find something else that I can provide for the team. So I just came out just not even worried about what my offense is going to look like. So I just crash hard and do the things I can control.
Any final question? Marshall? We'll get into this.
Jordan, I imagine 1,000 points is a goal of yours as well. What's it like seeing your teammate reach that milestone tonight?
It's a good bucket. It's a good bucket. That's it.
Following that, how Coach Harper, these two said she was different after a loss. What was that experience like? Seeing her reaction as a head coach after dropping the first game of the season?
Something that we don't want to see again.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you.